Hey y'all, hey, it's Patty with Giddy Things. I may say that more than one time in this video because I wanted to come back a few days later after having filmed the original content, which was not filmed using the ring light with its attached tripod because those were broken at the time, but they've since been fixed by the disembodied voice. Yay! What a great guy. And I wanted to preface what you're going to see with my getting out these Airshop products that I got through Airshop, how Airshop actually works. Because, when I'm looking at the stuff and exclaiming over it and showing it to you and making observations, there might not be an organized explanation of how it works. I'm not monetized or sponsored. This is just something I decided to try to do. Let me see where I put that. I put it over there, so I'm not going to reach for it and be rude or anything. But it's a bag that you'll see in the upcoming video, which came packed with the product that I purchased to make the minimum purchase to get some samples, which was $10. $10 is the minimum purchase at this time and to my knowledge with Airshop. So I got that. It was delivered in pretty good time. I was really impressed with that. And the samples came with the product that I purchased. I think I purchased a couple of deluxe size samples and the sunscreen lip gloss that you'll see me use in order to get the samples for free. So you do have to make that minimum purchase. Shipping can apply. It just depends on where you live and how you're engaging with Airshop, which again is a company that sells beauty products, but also sells samples and gives away samples for free with your shipment of their stuff in a nice little bag that you'll see in the video coming up. Now, here's the thing that I observed, and I want to make sure to be clear about some pros and cons of this. I want to really give you, a lot of times YouTube videos, I like that. YouTube videos will tell you, oh my gosh, this is an honest review. And I really believe that people are trying to do that. I'm not judging anyone else or putting their videos down, but I do really want to give you my honest thoughts on this, because the whole point of this is not to try to get you to buy something. I'm not, even if I were monetized, which I'm not, I would not tell you to buy something or encourage you. I'm not going to ever tell you to buy something. You're grown. You do what you want to. But to give you that encouragement without going, okay, I really liked this, or here were the pros, here were the cons. Because that's the whole point of these kinds of YouTube things, I think, is getting real people in authentic situations to tell you what they really experienced. Reviews are so helpful. So I did enjoy Airshop, but there were some things, Airshop, yes, but there were some things that I would have, happen differently. And I mentioned this in the video that's going to follow this clip. And so, if you'll just kind of listen for those things, one of them is I think the samples are packaged in a way that's a little bit difficult to finagle when you're applying things. And, that's just the way it is with some things. And that's not necessarily as much a criticism, it is just an observation. I also think that they're still growing. And have some things with, like, I don't know, I'm going to investigate why the QR codes didn't all print over here, but the way it basically works, $10 minimum purchase to get some samples, and you only get a certain number of, I think maybe I was entitled to, I think I was able to get maybe 7 samples. It was either 5 or 7. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think it was 7 samples I was able to get based on the $10 that I spent. And so I got those, and I talk about them in the video, but that's something to keep in mind. It's not just an unlimited number of samples that you're going to get with this stuff. I liked the quality of it. The packaging, again, was not super easy to use. Even with the setting powder, came in a little tub. It wasn't super easy to access the product, but I was able to do it, and they are good products. I knew that the brands were good before I got them. Will I purchase any of the full sizes as I look down the list? Because you do get a discount by having ordered the samples first, which is really sustainable. I like that, for not having people buy these large sizes and then throw them away. That is super helpful and responsible, I think. But will I purchase based on what I've already used, which is not that much? I probably won't purchase anything that I've already used. I really did like the lip products, but they're not different enough from what I've already tried. If I had tried them first, they may be what I would be using now, but you know, they aren't. And some of those price points are a little high for me, especially since I like the Eyes, Lips, and Face e.l.f. lip oil quite a bit, and I wear lip oil quite a bit. I think, you know, I'm full up on that. Would I order them with the percentage off? I'd have to go check on the price after the percentage off, but full price, probably not. That having been said, I think it's a really cool idea to be able to order a little bit and get these samples, try them first, decide what you want, and then purchase the full size at a discount, which is basically what Airshop does. I think it's a really neat process. I would like to see a little bit more in the samples so that I could use them over a couple or 3 days to see the consistency of what I like about the product. But other than that, I think it's a really neat idea. I'm sure they'll continue to grow and have a vision as a company. And I hope you enjoy watching my giddy approach to unbagging my Airshop order. I really do hope you have fun. I did. Hello, my lovelies. It's Patty with Giddy Things. I'm sorry if this filming angle is weird. My ring light broke, and that's okay. I think it's being glued back together. I think it'll work, but it's left me without tripod, right? So that's what we're gonna do. But I did want to share this with you. I got today, I tried a little something different. This was before the spending freeze. Talk more about that in another video, but or later in this one. Who knows? But this is an Airshop package. I was really excited about this. And it's Go Airshop is what it says on the front. And yeah, Airshop. I keep wanting to call it Airship, I guess, but it's okay. So what comes out of this? Well, let me show you. And I'm not monetized or sponsored yet, right? But well, that's a little that angle. It's different. So I got this bag. I think this is so sweet how they do this. You can order samples, and I think you have to spend, I'll check up and pop it up on the screen if it's any different, but I think you have to spend something like $20, $10 maybe to get the free samples, but you can get, I think, like 7 free samples. I'm just freestyling that, so if that's not correct, I'll let you know. But here's what I got. It comes with this little bag. Isn't that neat? It's like a mash. They call it the mash. It's the mold. No, not really. This is a mesh-ish bag. It's really nice. You can see it's a big bag. So let me show you what I got. I'm just going to take this stuff out. I don't have my glasses on, so y'all know me. I'm just dancing in. I'm dropping stuff. Hold on. She'll be right back. Here she goes. Here she comes. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Never give up. Never give up. Okay, here we are. We're back. So this is the stuff that came with this. And you probably heard that I got an email. But what they do, and this is really cool, so they send the samples and any other things you bought that will fit in this mesh bag that says Airshop on the tag. And then they give you the sheet of the things that you ordered in samples. And I think, and again, I'll pop it up on the screen. If I'm wrong, I may pop it up on the screen anyway, regardless, but, and definitely put it in the description. It has a QR code from which you can get, you see these? From which you can get, I think 20% off on the full size if you like the sample. So I thought that was cool. And again, you do have to, I think, spend a little money to get this sent, but I thought, you know, I'll just spend a little bit, not a lot. But I got this little sample size, this wee little sample size of Iconic. I like Iconic products. I've found that I really like those. And this is Iconic. Y'all, I'll get to it. I promise. No. Let's put that to the side for a moment. And we'll figure that out in a bit. So here's another, Soft Focus Pressed Powder. And this one's by Jouer. So Jouer, that's what that is, the pressed powder. And then it was written on that one. I wonder if it's written on this one. Okay. Velvet Blur Setting Powder. So that looked kind of cool. I thought I would get that. And that one is by Iconic again. And this one is by Jouer. And it's Jouer. It's just the French word for to play. And that is a pressed setting powder in medium, because I thought, why not? And this one is, again, they're just little versions of that. And then I got a sample of Iconics, because you usually want to try this stuff first. Iconics something. This is crazy. Oh, this is a sheer blush. This is a sheer blush. Let me see if the little key, we're learning together, because I opened it with y'all. I like to do that so we're all surprised. This is Iconic London Blurring Blush Stick. And of course, this isn't a stick, but that's a free sample in Cosmo, which I really like. Yes, in Cosmo. And then this one, and this one's got some depth to it. You see that? This is Iconic London Blur. Oh, no, this is the... This is the one that's the blurring blush stick. I'll get there eventually. In Cosmo. And then this was, let's see, the one that I wrongly called something else is Lip Luster Oil. Is that right? And She's a Peach. Now it says apply with ultra soft flocked applicator or angeled doe foot. Our angeled doe foot gives precise application. Oh, that's something they have. And delivers the perfect amount of product. Swipe onto bare lips or layer over your favorite lip. Oh, this is a lip product, so we've narrowed that down. This is Iconic London, yes, Luster Lip Oil, and She's a Peach. So that's what that is. I don't know if that helps at all. That's what that is, and I've got it upside down. That's phenomenal. So I'll put that on with some kind of brush, right? And then the next sample is Iconic London. This is the Illuminator. This is the Illuminator. And let's see if that's got a shade. That is the Illuminator in Original Champagne Shimmer. And that's a free sample. And then another Iconic London. I picked these. I got a certain number of samples, and so I picked these because I thought, how great. Cloud Kiss Matte Lip Mousse Dare to Bear. So you get to try it, and I like this because sometimes the consistency of a product isn't what I expected, and this way you can try it first, and if you buy it, you get a discount with your QR code. Then I bought, I think you have to buy like one full, so I'll make sure and figure out, but I'll read these to you too in a second because I know we're having such a good time. I got a little beauty blender. This is the Demi, and this will help me with things like not using the big one on my, the big, blender on things like my concealer. But this is Beauty Blender is the brand, and this is the original Beauty Blender Makeup Sponge Demi sample. So that's a little sample one. So that was cool. And then another Iconic London product. What is this? Bronzing drops. These are the bronzing drops in, drum roll please, just sunshine bronzing drops. So I'll try those at some point. Y'all know I do my bronzer. I had it upside down again, so that's it. Sometimes I need help with my bronzer. If you've watched that video, you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, you'll probably come across it pretty soon. Then I got, y'all, I have to get down really close to it. This is the She's a Peep. She's a Peep. She's a Peep. How appropriate for the season. She's a Peach Luster Lip Oil. That's what this one is. Right, and then there's the sample of, oh, this one is out a little bit because I've been throwing it around, I guess. This is, and that was She's a Peach. That was also Iconic London. And this is Lip Treatment Oil in Romance by Amy Cole. So I'm going to try it, and I'll try all these. And if I really have to love it, especially a lip product, to buy it because it's right there at your mouth, right? And then I think one of these fell out. I also got the Ellis Brooklyn 2Rs Rose. And it's a perfume. I don't really need perfume. I wear Barbie perfume as my signature scent, but I love the smell of rose. And sometimes I do layer perfume. Oh, that smells so good. That's very rosy. 2R Rose, so that's really rosy. I do really like that a lot. Oh, I just love that. And I'm going to layer a few things with my Barbie perfumes. I just have so many perfumes, but I thought I'd get these in the sample sizes. And then I got, and we'll try this out when we have a moment. Maybe we'll try, oh, it's a lip oil. That's right. So this is the thing I think I got full size, is the Chardonnay broad spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen lip oil. And I love lip oils. And so I thought, what an opportunity. And it was a discounted price. What an opportunity to get this. And that lip oil, I haven't seen that yet. I'm sure other brands make it, but I haven't seen that. And this is by Vacation. That's by Vacation. So let's go ahead and, it's a big product. Oh, look at that, y'all. Look at that. That's a big product. I'm sorry to use you as a mirror, but we're friends, right? We can do this. Let's get that out. I don't want to spread it everywhere. And y'all, I am not always at my best when it comes to this kind of application. See, I could do it. Oh, I like that. Let's see how it feels. I felt like I use lip oil so much, this one would be a safe bet. It tastes good. And an oil's going to spread. Ooh, I wouldn't recommend eating it, but it's pretty good. Help prevent sunburn if directed, decreases risk. Yes. So it's SPF 30, dermatologist tested, smooths and plumps, cruelty free and vegan. I like all of those things about it. I'm going to pop it back into here so I don't misplace it because I'm downstairs working. So it says the true connoisseurs of leisure insist on the world famous Vacation brand of Miami, USA. So fantastic. That's the Vacation brand. Along with that, I also got, I'm sure I didn't drop anything else. I don't think I did. I think that's it. So to recap, I got Iconic London Luster Lip Oil and She's a Peach, Iconic London Blurring Blush Stick in Cosmo. These are free samples. Iconic London, yes, Translucent Setting Powder in Premium Sample. So I think that was free too. I'm not sure. Iconic London Lip Plumping Gloss in Nearly Nude. That was a free sample, the one that I got mixed up at the first. Iconic London Cloud Kiss Matte Mousse Dare to Bear in a free sample. Iconic London Illuminator Liquid Highlighter Original Champagne Shimmer was a free sample. Iconic London Instant Sunshine Bronzing Drops in a free sample. And then I got a premium sample. I think I paid a couple bucks for the couple of premium samples just to get it up to the amount that I needed to get the other samples. Ellis Brooklyn Rose with 2 R's, Rose. Sounded like Scooby-Doo. Eau de Parfum premium sample. And so I think I may have paid like $1 or $2 for that too. Ami Cole Lip Treatment Oil in Romance, which is a cranberry color. That was a free sample. And then I got a premium sample of Jouer Cosmetics Soft Focus Pressed Setting Powder in Medium. So again, it comes with little QR codes, and I can use those QR codes to get a discount. This QR code, though, isn't here, so I don't know if that just didn't work. I don't know much about this business, but I'm going to find out more about them. Thoughts. What they did really, really well. So super well. They did the packaging where it comes in this little bag, right? And it's neat because you can reuse this, and who doesn't need a mesh bag? It's breathable. And then also giving me the QR codes with that really, really helped to give me an opportunity to save money if I decide to buy a full size. Another thing they did super, super well was, of course, sending me the QR codes, but also actually having these free sample sizes in lots of different products, because I just really do want to try them. And the free ones especially, I just really do want to try. And if I like them, I might consider buying them. But it's an opportunity so you don't have to go full size or even deluxe premium on a size for a product without trying it first. So I like that a lot. It gives that sort of, it's giving the department store makeup counter from the mall in the 80s kinds of vibes. So in 90s and early 2000s. So if another, and I'll get back to, so they did that really well. The selection was good. I would have liked to have seen a greater number of brands. That's one thing I would have liked to have seen. Another thing I think that I would have liked to have had was, I mean, I'm a little like, I don't understand why that QR code isn't there. And since I did pay for a few things, you know, it gets serious when you've spent your money on it, right? So that is one thing. Another thing is they don't really represent online, just so you'll know if you go to do this, and I'm not telling you to, but if you do, they don't really represent online the size of the deluxe samples as well as I would like. I mean, it might have had ounces and something and I missed that, but like this is not the size I would typically associate with a deluxe sample, but that's okay. I mean, it's a sample. I'll get to try it. That's fantastic. I could do a couple of applications, if not 3 with that. So I'm pretty happy with it, but I think they probably need to have a really realistic example for people if they're going to spend money to get the samples in addition to anything they buy, to give, you know, that really good realistic idea of how much product you're going to get. So another thing that they did super well is if you post a photo, you'll get 20% off, share a video, enjoy 30% off your next purchase. Discount code will be sent via DM. I'll probably do that because, you know, I ain't scared to make a video. And then how it works: test each sample over the next few days to see what works for you. Scan the QR code below to let us know. So there's a bigger QR code on here, right? To let us know which samples you loved and get 20% off your favorite. So that's nice. So that's really nice that they give you an additional discount. So I think I can use, I think all of these QR codes, I'm going to check them and come back because since this is a long form video, I'm going to check them and come back because I don't want to give you the wrong idea. And of course, I'm going to put a lot of stuff in description, but I'm going to make sure. I mean, they've done a really good job of giving me this little card that says what happens next. I like that, and giving me an additional QR code. I like that a lot, but I'm going to see how these work, and I'll be back in just a second. So I think how it works is if I rate the product using this QR code, I get 20% off. And I don't know how these stack, so I may leave that for the description or just do some research and tell you. So that's it. The Airshop order and my giddy response to it. And I hope that it helped you somewhat. If you want to explore Airshop, I will put a link in the description. Again, not monetized or sponsored yet. But I really do think that if you wanted to try products and if you found those products were within their inventory, it's a great way to see ahead of time. Even if you buy a deluxe sample and get that for $1 or $2, to just do that before you spend a lot of money on any one product, I think is a sustainable and economically feasible way to do that. And again, most of the samples for me were free. I chose to do a couple of them in the deluxe version so that I would fulfill the $10 minimum to get the other samples. So let me know if you have observations, questions about the process that I went through with Airshop. And please do always know how loved you are. I love you so much, and you're so loved by more people than you could possibly imagine. And of course, you're loved by your Creator, which is the ultimate love and the most important thing. Go in peace and love to serve others. And please do continue to pray for our country. Let's pray for each other, and let's absolutely pray for Ukraine.